we're not making content based off of the trends that are happening in the space. We're creating content around time-tested strategies and sales psychology, and these principles of what we teach aren't going to change. We've been able to scale a multiple seven-figure business all from organic content and marketing on social media. So, of course, that doesn't happen without having a super dialed in content creation process. So, I want to talk you through our systems and how we go about this to create really seamless sales in our business that are very effortless and very consistent. Even though we are dealing with organic content, we're still able to have a substantial amount of control over our revenue and what's happening within our business. So I want to talk you through kind of the behind the scenes of what this looks like, and what we do for our clients to help them install this into their own business. You have to have an understanding of the way we think about and strategize for our content. So all of our content is created from an annual view. So we have a very good idea of what we're going to be posting 8 months, 10 months, 12 months from now. And because we have such a deep understanding of our ideal clients and our audience and exactly what they need to hear from us, we are able to plan our content out very far in advance because we're not making content based off of the trends that are happening in the space. We're creating content around time-tested strategies and sales psychology, and these principles of what we teach aren't going to change. Even if platforms shift and algorithms change a little bit, the principles of what we're teaching are going to be successful for the long haul. And so because we have that stability within our business, we have that confidence in what it is that we're teaching, we know that this is still going to be relevant 12 months to multiple years down the road. So when we're looking at this annual plan, what we're doing is then moving into a monthly breakdown. So we're looking at a monthly basis. What does our audience need to hear from us, depending on what time of year it is? So we're corresponding this with our launches, any promotions that we're doing, as well as just the seasonal things that come up and what people need to know during those times. For example, people's sales tend to dip a lot during the summer. So understanding how to reach a lot of new people and have highly converting content is going to be very advantageous during the summer, whereas leaning more into business strategy in Q4 and helping people gear up for the new year is going to be more impactful. So when we're looking at what we're talking about, we are directly correlating it with what we know our audience needs at any given time, and then that corresponds with our offers, our promotions, and anything that we have, any goals, any revenue targets that we have set for ourselves throughout the year. From there, we're able to dive into the subtopics. So this is where we're essentially just unpacking what we want to talk about in that month. So month to month, we're breaking this down at the beginning of the year when we do our annual content plan. So that way we know exactly what the topics are that we're going to be covering. And then when it comes to a monthly planning basis, all we have to do is kind of script and actually go about tangibly creating those pieces of content, because the topics are already in place. Now, we break those subtopics down through the 3 content lenses and 3 different content formats. So the content lenses are the way that we're framing the content to be activating to the different types of buyers, to speak to people at different levels depending on what it is that they're needing in their business. So we're breaking it down based off of problem awareness, agitation, and solution lens content. And then we're creating that type of content through different formats, which is creation, documentation, and transparency content. And when we look at content creation, we're just literally sitting down talking to the camera. That's our creation content. Documentation is exactly like it sounds, where we're documenting the behind the scenes, what it looks like to work with us, what we're doing on a day-to-day basis. And then our transparency content is really showcasing social proof and leveraging the conversations that our business is having with the outside world, basically. So we're really able to leverage the bandwagon effect and pull back the curtain for people to see what's actually happening behind the scenes of our business. All of this makes for a really seamless weekly scripting and planning process where we're spending like an hour to script and curate the content, and then we're spending like an hour to film the content. So our content creation process, because it's so streamlined, we know exactly what we're doing and we're just doing it on repeat, is uber simple. Now, I want to talk about actual systems that we have in place to facilitate this process for us. So we have what we do is called a micro content approach, and this is where we're taking the individual content pieces and then repurposing them across multiple platforms. And then we also have infused a macro content approach where we're taking long form pieces of content and leveraging pieces of those to also be repurposed across multiple platforms. So with what we're doing, we're spending like an hour a week in filming, but we're able to create over 100 pieces of content every single week. And a lot of this is done with AI and scheduling tools. So it really cuts down on the amount of time that we're actually spending in our marketing. So when it comes to repurposing content, what we're using is Metricool. We use this to schedule almost all of our content to every single platform. We also use Tailwind to schedule a lot of our Pinterest content. And so all of our content just gets loaded into the scheduler and we don't have to touch it again. We also use Metricool a little bit for some content refinement and data. It's really easy for you to pull kind of your top performing posts on different platforms, so you can do a little bit of data analysis there. And then we also use some higher end systems like Tableau and things of that nature that you're not going to know how to use unless you are a trained data scientist, but luckily we have one of those on our team. And so we're able to create really high level and complex data analysis and prediction for our clients so that we can get them to a place where they know exactly what they need to post, exactly what they need to say, and they also can have the same amount of control over their revenue that we have in our business. Of course, I can't create a video talking about systems without talking about Clickup. So Clickup is what houses our annual content plan. It's what houses all of our individual scripts and content concepts. It's where we track the production process there. It's where any micro pieces of the content that needs to be taken care of by a specific team member gets scheduled and automated and assigned to them. And it's also what we use to facilitate the file sharing. So if there's a video that needs to be uploaded to an AI software to be chopped up, and we have a team member that's going to be doing that, it just gets loaded into Clickup and then they have it right there. And it makes, again, the process just super quick and simple. So when I come and sit down to film, I have something on my computer called OBS, which is connected to our camera setup. Now, you definitely don't need something that fancy if you want to film. I recommend just filming in the cinematic view on your iPhone. That creates pretty high quality content, and you can do the same thing that I do on my computer on your phone, where you just upload that video into Clickup and it's housed there and scheduled and ready to post. When it comes to the way we do it though, it's literally one click to film, and then the video automatically uploads to Google Drive, and that link is pre-added into Clickup so that our team has access to it to go ahead and schedule that out. And then, like I said, we use AI to edit and add captions, and then we schedule our content from there. So it's a very quick and easy process that takes only a couple of clicks and a very minimal amount of time from us and our team. So this entire content creation process, like I said, is streamlined down to 1 to 2 hours per week. And we're able to post literally hundreds of pieces of content every single week and create hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales every single month. So if you're someone who struggles with setting up systems in your business and content creation takes a lot of time and energy for you, this is definitely something that we can help you with. So I would recommend either dropping questions or comments that you have down below, or of course my DMs are always open. I'm always so happy to talk about this and discuss how we can help you install this into your own business. So if this video was helpful for you, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.